Hare Krishna. So, sentimentally, if you see, we will try to reason out that those who are in want, then what is wrong if they are a little corrupt, because after all, necessity made them do that. But on the other hand, and we say that they are helpless because how they have to support themselves, how else will they make it in life, and so on. But Krishna is clearly given the methods that even somebody who has, who is in dire situation can easily overcome this problem. The first, under the Vedic system, there is always this dharma, artha, kama, and moksha. If you start doing dharma, religious pious activities, then then you will automatically get artha, by which you can gratify your senses, and then in a Vedic, within the scriptural injunctions, and then finally you can be liberated. And of course, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in this age has made it very, very simple that anybody in any situation can overcome their problem simply by chanting the Hare Krishna mantra. Srila Prabhupada said that the minimum effect of chanting Hare Krishna is that they will not have scarcity or want. So nobody can say that, I'm helpless. I have to, just for survival, I have to, take to unfair means. The first aspect in life, we have to teach dharma to the children right from beginning, and that piety and belief in God, surrender and worshiping the Lord will ensure that their life becomes auspicious, that Krishna will take care of their needs. And over and above, of course, even if they have ambitions and so on, by becoming a devotee, they can very easily and very nicely, in a mode of goodness way, fulfill their desires and also go back home, back to Godhead. So that is why chanting of the Hare Krishna, teaching them, is much more important than just solving the economic needs of people. Sometimes devotees also feel that maybe we should just fulfill people's material needs first, give them charity, take care of their material needs, and then maybe once they are fulfilled, they will take to Krishna consciousness. But far from it. Once, first of all, we cannot we are not so capable of fulfilling all their material needs all the time, whatever scarcity they have. Unless we take them to Krishna, we connect them with Krishna, then they can overcome their bad karma, and Krishna will take care of them in a wonderful way. So this is the deep faith we must have, that if somebody is suffering, it is simply because of lack of Krishna consciousness. And all their bad fortune can be immediately nullified if we just take them to Krishna. And nobody need to suffer. Prabhupada was so confident. He said we can feed the whole world. And nobody was working in the temple, and he was so confident. He said we can feed. You come to us and we'll feed you, because he was so confident that Krishna is behind us and he will supply. And that is how he went around the world with nothing, no money in his pocket, but he started 108 temples, which were fully, very opulent, and feeding everyone free of cost, prasadam. So, Krishna, he said, Krishna is not a poor person. And the minute you become a devotee, the minute you start chanting Hare Krishna and want to serve him, he will take care of all your material needs. We see how, in the case of also, people who have been criminals in the past, like the um, not the Narad Muni, he also Dattu Ratnakar, as well as another hunter, Mrigari the hunter, as well as Haridas Thakur, how he protected the prostitute. All of them had very bad lives, previous lives, so very bad karma, and they asked Narada Muni and Haridas Thakura respectively, what will I do if I just take to chanting after they were reformed, after they were convinced that this kind of impious life will just throw them into hell? Then they said, okay, we'll start chanting as you tell us, but what will happen to our survival? What about our material needs? And Narada Muni said, you don't worry. You just chant Hare Krishna. Automatically, people will bring you all the food, and whatever is required, Krishna will take care. Similarly, Haridas Thakura also told the prostitute, and the minute she started chanting, all the villagers came. Every day they would come and take care of all her needs. And her stay was also, Haridas Thakur vacated that place and gave that place, that ashram, for that prostitute, so that she could progress in spiritual life. And so on, even in Mrigari the hunter and Dattu Ratrakar, who became Valmiki. So the minute, whatever may have been our past, whatever may be, and people may be afraid that if I give up my criminal life, or life of corruption and so on, then what will happen to my survival? What will happen to my material needs? And so here is the assurance we see from the scriptures, that if we take to the devotional life, Krishna will take care of all our necessities. So what we are criminals, um, the most important thing that people have to do is surrender to Krishna and start chanting Hare Krishna, and that will ensure that even if they live a life of truth and do not yield to temptations, they'll be completely taken care of by the Lord, and their life will be successful in all respects. Hare Krishna.